Hey everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing a super viral product that is exploded on TikTok, and this is called the Go Pure Tighten and Lift neck cream. I have seen countless before and after videos of this, not even looking for them. They just keep coming up on the For You page, and like the results look too good to be true. And being the skeptic that I am, I rarely accept reviews, particularly over on TikTok where everything is paid and there are a lot of undisclosed sponsorships. And even though everything in me wanted to try this because I do struggle a lot with the way my neck looks, I resisted, because when I tell you I've tried every neck cream under the sun, I truly have. So many of you guys have kindly directed me toward things like the Strivectin neck cream. I tried one from Neocutis at one point when I got really desperate. That was $200 or more than $200. I can't remember the exact price, but it was insane. I've also used retinol on my neck for an extended period of time, and I just didn't see results from any of it. So I was basically thinking it's a lost cause, and maybe if it gets bad enough, I'll consider some type of cosmetic procedure. I had looked into like putting filler into these horizontal lines because these are getting really deep, and I know what it's from. It's tech neck, and this is something that I think didn't affect previous generations, but these days everybody is looking down at their phones all the time, and it's just making these creases. So people are seeing neck wrinkles younger and younger, and I've always tried to take such great care of my skin. It bothers me that my neck doesn't look the same as my face. It doesn't look the same age at all. So going back to the Go Pure neck cream, I wasn't gonna try yet another cream that wasn't gonna work until I saw Arisa Does Makeup here on YouTube actually do a review of this. And that's what prompted me to finally pull the trigger, because I do trust her opinion. I watch her channel all the time, and I thought her results looked really good. So I've been testing this now for exactly 4 weeks to the day, so I wanted to share my before and after pictures with you because, as I mentioned, I am a huge skeptic, as probably a lot of you are, and I wanted to see, does this really truly work, or is it just hype? So before we look at those before and after photos, let's talk about ingredients, because I was really curious as to what the heck is in this cream that is giving people these results. So the Go Pure Tighten and Lift neck cream is $49, so it's actually not a terrible price for a neck cream, and it has this really soft, fluffy texture with no discernible scent. It's non-greasy, it sinks right into your skin. I would say it's like a medium weight cream. It's not too thin and it's also not too thick, but it still gives enough hydration for my dry skin. In a lot of ways, the texture reminds me of the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, if you've ever tried that. And I've been applying this twice a day, both morning and night, religiously, because I wanted to make sure that I was super consistent with it to get the best results. So diving into the ingredients, at the top of the list are all of the hydrating products. So we have water, aloe vera, cupuaçu butter, meadow foam, jojoba, and olive oils. Then we also have hyaluronic acid, some emulsifiers and thickeners, and glycerin, which is a humectant. So then beyond those, we have the active ingredients. So this is kind of where the magic happens. So the first one is something called Nature Pep. So that's the trademarked name, but the actual name that you'll see listed in the ingredients is hydrolyzed Plucanicia volubilis seed extract. I have no idea if I'm saying that right. Basically, this is a natural peptide, and in clinical studies, it was shown to reduce the skin sagging by 45% after 28 days, and a decrease in the skin's roughness more than 20% in 3 different parameters after 21 days. So it sounds like the clinical studies have good results. The next ingredient is something called Vexil. Again, that's the trademarked name. And this is a combination of caffeine and palmitoyl carnitine, which is like an amino acid. And this is supposed to firm, tone, and reduce the slackening of the skin. In studies, it increases firmness, elasticity, and skin tonicity of the stomach and arms, I guess where it was tested. And it's supposed to provide an immediate smoothing effect on the décolleté. So that's the second ingredient. The third ingredient that I found is something called Readiless. That's also the trademarked name. And in the ingredients, it's listed as piperonal glucose. This is supposed to inhibit the activity of the receptors that are responsible for sensitivity to thermal and dietary stress. So basically prevent flushing and redness. And it works by reorganizing the structure of the vascular network. So if you have a lot of redness and flushing on your neck or décolleté. This is supposed to help control that as well. And then the fourth ingredient that I saw is Maitre Bust, and that's again the trademarked name. Basically, it's a jojoba seed extract. This claims to be a firming active that's dedicated to the neck and décolleté area. It's supposed to restore density and tone to the skin and help to prevent sagging. So it does have some really interesting ingredients in here. At the bottom of the list quickly are a bunch of floral extracts. We have geranium, dandelion, camellia, horsetail, sunflower, rosemary, and honeysuckle. These are just supposed to, I guess, provide antioxidants. I don't think that they're in large quantities because, like I said, this cream has no discernible scent to it, and I would think that floral extracts in higher quantities would probably make the cream smell like something. Again, these are way down at the bottom of the list. We also have propolis and rice bran extract. So that's basically just a quick deep dive into the ingredients, but I know what you guys really want to see are my results. So let's take a quick look. Here's just a close-up of my neck back on January 25th. So as you can see, I do have these two really deep horizontal lines, and I also have little fine lines above and below them. And these have stayed relatively unchanged the last several years. And I think that's because, I have been using neck creams with some regularity. So I would say they've kind of kept things at a status quo, but they haven't improved anything, at least to my eye. So the first after photo I took was on February 4th. So approximately 10 days later, and I didn't really notice much of a difference at this point. I felt like everything looked pretty much the same. The skin on my neck did feel a little bit softer and possibly a little bit firmer, but honestly, it was hard to tell at this point. Then I took another after photo on February 12th, roughly 18 days in, and this was when I did start to notice a little something. I feel like those horizontal lines looked a little softer and a little smoother, and I also thought that the skin on my neck did appear firmer, at least in person. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell that from a photo. And then finally we have today's photo, February 22nd, and I truly do see a huge difference between the before and after at this point. These necklines have softened so much. Obviously, they're still there, but not nearly as deep and creased as they were before. And then one more thing that I've been doing is not just putting it on my neck, but I've also been bringing it up to my jawline because I've been noticing over the past couple of years jowls starting to form. And I know I've talked about using the City Beauty firming cream on this area and really seeing good results with that. But for the last month or so, I stopped using that. I actually have started it again because they just came out with a new version of it. But, for the past 4 weeks, I was just using this up to my jawline here. Let me show you the before and after with that as well. So I only took one before and after. I haven't been taking them, but I have to say, while my jowls are still there a little bit, they look much firmer than they do in the before photo. That whole area of my jaw just looks a lot tighter. So I feel like it is very rare that I can come on here and talk about a skincare product actually creating visible results. Most of the time, when something like my neck is too far gone, the only thing you can do at that point is go to the dermatologist and have procedures done. I really have never seen this visible of a result from any other skin cream that I've tried, including retinol. So this is wholeheartedly an amazing product that I 100% can stand behind. I really feel like it made such a huge difference in my neck, and I'm definitely going to continue to use it. I've used, I would say, about half the jar in a month, and that's using it twice a day. You really don't need a lot. I just scoop out a little bit on my ring finger. So I would say one jar will probably last you at least 2 months, and it's making me want to try some of their other products. They have a ton of other things on their website. They have a lifting and firming serum that I really want to try for my face. So anyway, guys, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Did you buy into the hype and have you tried this? I'd love to hear if you've seen results for yourself. Again, if you are planning on trying this, I would highly recommend taking before and after photos so that you can see your progress, because sometimes it's really hard to notice day to day how things are going. But I was just completely blown away when I saw my final result. I wasn't expecting it to be that drastic, because when I look in the mirror, I still see these necklines, but they're so much better than they were before. So anyway, guys, I just really wanted to share this with you. You know, when something works, you want to like shout it from the rooftops. And this is definitely definitely one of those products for me. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really truly appreciate it. If you're new here and you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll consider hitting the subscribe button. And if you have extra time and you'd like to watch some more of my videos, I'll just put something right up here for you to check out next. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.